Welcome back, investors, to the Investing with Our YouTube channel for another portfolio update. So this one will be for the second week of February, and it's been another challenging week with another near 3% loss. So we ended last week on 123,944, and we end this week on 120,289. So just over 3.6k in paper losses. And that's because the VIX had another upward trending week. So on Thursday, it hit 20.59, and on Friday, it was 21.95. So you would expect a week where VIX was as high as it was, that there would be losses. Now, conversely, these are good times to buy. So if you did have money available, then these are good periods to deploy your capital. Now, ultimately, it's part of the game. This has been my biggest sustained loss since I started investing. If you look at my graph, at one point last year, I was up actually over 100%. This particular period shows 96.9. And now overall, we're up 42.6%, which has meant a lot of my gains have been eroded. The last particularly difficult time were the April tariffs, and it recovered quickly. And this time, it's taken a bit longer. But again, ultimately, it's a game of patience. I'm happy with my portfolio and its current holdings. So it's just a case of waiting it out, and it will recover. Now, as you can imagine, in a week where there's a 3% loss, most of the stocks will be down. The stocks that did particularly well, actually, were the healthcare insurance stocks. So Oscar was up just under 10.5%. And then you had United Health, which was up 5.84%. But other than that, the majority of the portfolio showed losses. If we have a quick look at that, then we have Google still the biggest position, amounting to just over 15% of the portfolio. And we're up 73.5% overall. So even the big names, there's been a sell-off and rotation out of tech stocks. And the main reason for that is because of the big level of capex, so capital expenditure, that these companies have announced that they will be making for the next year. But other than that, most of the big tech stocks have reported good earnings in their most recent quarter and have given good guidance going forward. So it's just a case of, for me, holding and waiting. My second biggest stock is Meta with a 10.5k position. We're up just 2.78% on that. And then you've got two of the strongest performers within my portfolio in Imperial Brands and Carnival. Carnival especially up 126% overall. And the management for this company has guided for a double-digit growth in revenue for the upcoming year. If you look at the PE ratio of this company, it's at 15, which is really solid, actually. So you can still enter and buy this stock right now, in my opinion, as you're only paying 15 times earnings. Robinhood had its biggest quarter, but as part of the overall sell-off in the market, and because crypto is down recently, then Robinhood is one of the companies that does suffer in this kind of period. So we're down 34%, but I still have conviction in this company. So I just have to wait it out. Visa and MasterCard, for me, are going to be coiling up for a upward move. Just slightly down on those positions overall. Nvidia, Tesla, up 60% and almost 85% respectively. Microsoft, the company that's being beaten up right now. For me, this is a buy opportunity. I think this company will recover. And I've mentioned it in the last video and we'll mention it again. It's very similar to buying Google last year at under 20 PE. This one will recover. Broadcom up 62% and Oscar and United Health going in the right direction, as both had good weeks. Amazon, for me, and a lot of commentators within the market think that Amazon is going to have a good year. So again, just a case of waiting. And maybe I will get back to these kind of returns once some of these companies start recovering. Centrica, a strong performer within my portfolio, up just over 1.5k in gains. IREN, down just over 37%, but it's going to be a company that's very influential in the next stage of AI build-outs, and I have faith in this company as well. Grab2, down 32%, but I'm still going to be holding. My new stock, Micron, which I bought a couple of weeks ago, if we look, we were up 3.68% last week. So even amongst the sell-off, Micron went up, so that's a good sign. Costco, up just over 23%, and it's gone past the $1,000 a share mark in the last couple of weeks. BM&R this is one being hit really bad because of Ethereum being down at the moment. But Ethereum is being utilized in a lot of blockchain activity, which there is a lot of at the moment and will continue to be that way. And I think BMNR will recover. Apple up 26%, ASML up 62%, and KLA just under 70% rounds off the portfolio. So if you enjoyed the clarity of my portfolio without hiding anything, then please give it a quick like, subscribe to follow my journey to see if I do recover. I think I will. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.